Hello friends, now I am going to share something really surprising with you. I came across one opening for black against white move pawn to e4, the most popular move. And this opening is in here in this list, but it is not the popular one. It is very rare but has been played. And I don't know why it is considered bad. We are going to discuss that. And if you have any idea what I am talking about, then you can comment. You can guess. It is there. You can give a wild guess. It is there in this list. And if you just pause the video, and if you can strike, just give a wild guess. Just put comment in the comment section. And you will be surprised to know, oh, what this opening is. Means it violates all principles, all opening principles. So, not keeping suspense for too long, that opening is actually e4 f5, the Fred opening. And you say, oh, what what is this? I mean, seriously, this is garbage. This should be garbage. It violates all opening principle. It actually offers this weakest f pawn to white and opens up this diagonal to king, and queen can directly jump here right now, giving check to black king. So what black is up to? I mean, seriously. But if as we are going to discuss in this video, if you see, this queen cannot jump here to h5 right now. Let's check with engine, because or let's discuss simply if queen goes here, then we can move this g6 pawn, and you can see this engine evolution. It is giving black advantage. I mean, if you move this pawn here, queen has to go back to some other square. You have no time to capture this pawn. And basically, why we are trying to do this, we do move these f pawn in various opening, Latvian gambit, all. We want to develop this knight behind this pawn. And that black is trying to do is really surprising, if he is able to do. So g6, and queen has to move either back to home square or to h4 or some other place. Now here white what means, this is good, very good opening for club level. At grandmaster level, I am not talking about grandmaster level, means really people who are just starting here or are at the rating of 1500, so 1700, 1800, they are not grandmaster, and you can use it as a surprise weapon for 1 or 2 games. And I am definitely sure no one will be prepared for this, because this is just a garbage. People will think, oh, you moved f7 pawn to f5, this is garbage, I am going to kick this off, I am going to refute this opening. But where is the refutation? Where queen has to move? The engine is saying qh4 is the best move, and that is equality. So black has attained equality through garbage opening. If white and black both plays best moves, but usually people here, what they will try to do, okay, I am attacking this pawn, f5 pawn, with my e4 pawn, I am attacking with my queen, I have to move my queen, let's go back to f3 square. Usually in wayward queen attack also, white will, if attacked by knight some time, then it will go back to some safe square, f3 square. From there he can try to swing around to this b3 square, and then try to make a battery with bishop on this diagonal, g8 h8 diagonal. So say white queens moves here. Now what? It is our advantage, it's black advantage. Just grab this pawn, the tempo. You exchanged f pawn with e pawn, and queen has to capture because it is bad losing e pawn. On the first place, black was playing as a gambit game. Black was the one who was offering the pawn, and now white cannot afford to lose a pawn, so he has to grab. And now what? Gain tempo on queen. See, we are hitting queen on the only piece white has developed is queen, and he has to move it once again. And we have developed a knight and a pawn, and on the next move we will develop another knight or some pawn and get ready. We can get castle here by moving bishop to g7 and short castle on king side, or we can develop, if we have time, then develop queen side pieces and castle long. So this is something, I mean, you can shock your opponent, and once before he or she get out of his psychological shock, you will have some advantage. Now suppose in another game, after knowing your surprise weapon, this weapon you can use 1 or 2 times, but after knowing this, suppose white prepare for this thing, so he goes for qh4, then what? Just move this pawn, offer queen trade, just grab space in center and offer queen trade. After queen trade, king takes. Even if pawn takes, you have 2 pawns, f and e pawns in center. Okay, so this is the center from f, e, d up to c pawn. These files form center. G and b files are not center, those are flank, but f and c are not flank. These come in center. So seriously, means after, even if suppose white does not go for qh5, because this has not been played at master level so much. If we again go back to that database and check, then here you cannot see qh5 check. So it has not been played at the tournament level, but even at tournament level you can see d4 is the most popular move. But now d4 is not the most popular move. The position after d4 has been reached in 3075 games, and that actually is because of the Stanton gambit. It is actually the opening known as Dutch opening, played in response to white 1d4 move, and after black plays f5, white goes for e4, offering a pawn, and it is an Stanton gambit and considered good against Dutch. So d4 here has not been played. Usually the most popular move is e takes f5. So what even engine supports e takes f5 the most. So what e takes f5 leads to? We have gambit pawn, white is pawn up, but now we are thriving for? We are thriving for quick development, and we go for nf6. And now you can see there are only 2 main options, either d4 or nf3. And if you look at the database for about 2500 ELO points, then this position has been reached only 4 times. And now the most popular move d4 actually can be refuted with d5. There are 2 options here, either you go d4 or go nf3. In both the cases, whether d4, we go for d5, or if white plays nf3, then also we goes for d5. So what we are actually trying to do, we are trying to build center on this side, queen side, with d5 and c5 move, trying to gain space on queen side. Then develop knight here, bishop here, queen on this line, and then castle long. The king will be safe even if c pawn has been moved, and this is actually true in French defense. The only difference is our f pawn is missing now, and we have not moved e pawn. But even if you have developed c pawn, you can castle long and bring king to safety. So after the most popular response d4, we go for d5 and see what. This pawn is under attack. White f5 pawn, which is the pawn which white has grabbed, our f5 pawn, is now under attack, and he has to save, and the only way to save is with bishop. He can save with queen, but it is usually not good to move queen. Even if he develops queen, we can go for c5 and then develops knight and bishop and castle long. So bd3 is the most popular move. We go for c5, then either he can take or move c3. Now if we go to the master database, after nf6 there is one game. The most recent one is the game played by Nakamura in 2020, and nc3 response has been played a long back in 20th century. So even up to here people will not be able to reach because they are unaware of theory, and even if they come out with this idea of Nakamura, d5 after bishop d3, c5, then we can develop this knight and go for long castle. So this is how this opening can be a good choice to bring your opponent out of theory and out of preparation and give a psychological shock. So friends, just comment and let me know what all lines you find fascinating in this and what else you would like to see in this line, or what opinion you have. If you have any idea or would like to play this opening, then what changes you would like to suggest can be brought in the plan. Our plan is simple. This is the Stanton gambit, and you can look into this. This is good. This is considered good gambit for white, but our main theory builds around this move e takes f5, because this is the most usual response. White, after seeing this free pawn, will say, oh wow, you want to offer me free pawn, I will grab. Now what? I will bring my queen here. But see, after nf6 we protect this square, so no more queen move here, right? So only move, the most popular one are d4 and nf3. So we can prepare lines around this, and then we can start building repeater. So this is all what I have come across, and this really shocked me because people in during my online games are also on leeches I was playing, so people were going for f pawn move earlier in the game. So I was really, I come across this move lot, and as white as well as black, and I won few, but I was not able to find a good refutation to this f pawn move. Okay, f3, f6 or f3 is not considered good because it blocks knight move, but f5 and f4, even after e4 e5, f4 is considered a good opening, that is the king's gambit. So this is something which I thought might be worth sharing with you all people. So please guys, let me know, did you like this video? Please comment, and thank you for watching. See you later tomorrow. Bye.